No, I have a note that I thought said, what does that look like that says?
Looks like it says Felch.
It is not. It says Felicity Huffman. Which I guess at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, that's accurate.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
I mean, it is, what a disaster of a story. My mother was the one who sent me that story yesterday, and she goes, and I just saw Lori Laughlin at the Mary Poppins premiere. She was actually sitting next to Uncle Jesse.
Oh, really?
And they were
John Stamos?
Yeah, and they were having a nice conversation, laughing it up. And who would have known that, trying to, the elitists, if you will, trying to pave the future for their children by bribing them into schools or getting them into schools.
It's
like,
so awful.
Yeah,
the
man.
first indication I saw was Lori Laughlin's daughter posting that Instagram post, and I
How
thought
long
they were
ago?
just. Well, I saw it yesterday for the first
what did she
time
post?
before the news
Wait,
broke.
what did she post?
So the daughter posted in her dorm room. She's like, I've got everything I need, and it's like she's like posed, and it's like Instagram stuff. She's like peddling something.
Yeah.
Her dorm room is just wall to wall like advertisements, right? And people were giving her shit because of it. Like they were saying like, oh, here's white privilege and this thing, and she's like, hi, everything, and then this news breaks, and that image compared to what went down, everybody was like, oh boy, this looks bad.
Yeah,
this
of course.
looks really bad.
Well, I want to see the picture.
What's her name? The kid's name?
I don't know.
All right, just put in Lori Laughlin's kid and put Instagram and see if
Daughter, here we
daughter.
go.
You got it. Well, we can't see it over there. Cody's
No,
got it.
I'm going to try to slack her.
Oh. Well, Cody can figure it out. He's a smart kid.
That's true.
Yeah, he's got to be able to figure it out.
He's going to be a dad.
He's gonna be a dad soon.
You got to be able to Google.
How's your wife doing, Cody?
She's doing good.
Okay,
Everything's
good.
great.
Everything's
Watched
good?
Bachelor last night.
Oh.
I fell asleep.
Yeah.
It was great.
What are we like 4 months in now?
Yeah, we're at 17 weeks.
17 weeks. So
Yeah.
you starting to get the pregnancy wrath or not yet?
No, not yet.
Enjoy
Just, standard wrath, I would say.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
Well, like the late great Brody Stevens, enjoy it.
I found a random phone when we were shooting on Saturday, and like a jackass, I just started taking like pictures of myself on it, selfies.
Nice. There's no code.
Well, you can take pictures without there being a code.
That's
you just
right.
swipe up and hit the camera. You just can't send them or look at the photos, but you can take them.
That's a shitty thing to do.
So I was taking pictures, kissy face, like all this stuff.
Can you imagine if some poor bastard's girlfriend opens that up? Is that what happened?
Cody's.
It was Cody's. It was Cody. Did he get in trouble?
No, I don't think so, because I found out when I was doing it, Cobster was like, yeah, that's Cody's phone, and his wife is pregnant. Let's not mess with that situation.
Cops was getting serious. Cops are getting serious.
I was like, Cody, I took a lot of pictures on your phone. It was a weird thing to do. I'm sorry. He's like, thanks for the heads up, man.
Yeah, Cody, how do you think that would have went over if you're
Not
pregnant?
well.
Yeah,
Not
if
well.
your pregnant wife would have opened up and saw a picture of Roxy
I'm
giving
like,
you
it's
kissy
just a
faces.
joke. She's like, yeah, great.
It's great.
was
Yeah.
literally
I'm
me being
sitting
like,
here having your child, and you're out there with a girl who can't even find her way to Burbank.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep,
you think
I
she
know.
could get all that from a picture?
Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
It reads it on my face.
It's the no. It's just it's the thing. It's like magical powers.
Ooh, pregnancy senses.
Pregnancy
Spidey
powers.
sense.
And the sense of smell goes up.
That's true.
That's true.
I know that one.
And my wife has an amazing sense of smell already, and then she turns into a basset hound when she's pregnant. It's crazy.
I think you're gonna have another one.
No,
I'm just letting you know.
I don't
think you're wrong.
Have you taken steps to not have another one?
talked about it. Yeah, so don't worry about it. Yeah. How about we finish
I'm not allowed
talking
to ask
about
questions like that.
I'd like to talk about the criminals.
What
Yeah.
criminals? Oh,
The two-
Felicity Huffman.
Yeah,
and Lori Laughlin.
Yeah.
They're criminals.
They're criminals now. But
She was arrested.
But wait a minute. Yes, she was. But what
She was
about,
arrested and
but
posted
no-
$250,000 in bail.
No talk of William H. Macy though. Like he's involved, obviously, right?
interesting.
Well, here we go.
So it's
At the-
her husband.
At
Yeah.
the very start of this New York Times article, a year
yeah.
ago.
Break it down for everybody. What's happening?
Yeah, a year
in case
ago, the
anybody-
Yes,
feel-good
please.
Hollywood
Roxy
couple,
did a terrible job.
Felicity Huffman and William H. Macy, this is his first mention, made a $15,000 donation to the Key Worldwide Foundation. A bookkeeper for the charity wrote back saying that the money would help provide educational self-enrichment programs. Yada, yada, yada. They've learned that this is a big ring.
Cover.
And a cover.
Yeah.
That, and this involves...
We'll give you $15,000. Get our kid into a good
and there's
program.
more. And
Yeah.
I like there's a lot of this. So, and I don't know in excess of how much she paid,
Right.
but they are thinking it could have been as much as over $1 million. But this also includes like high-ranking CEOs. I believe they said some kind of fashion designer, bigwig. Felicity Huffman, Lori Laughlin, and a number of other like prominent business people. It was a huge sting.
This was so stupid. There are so many ways that these Hollywood people could have done that without getting themselves in trouble. There's Felicity Huffman and William H. Macy. Just befriend them. Take them out to dinner. Have some good dinners with them, and let them be part of the. Take them to some premieres. Hold their hands. Hey, get to meet my friend Brad Pitt. You know, then you feel that there's other ways to do it to where you're not doing stupid things like this. You become friends with these people.
I don't understand how somebody thought this was a good idea.
Listen to this.
Then you're going to get caught. It's an elitist attitude. It's a stupid elitist attitude. And
This is exactly.
Probably.
So William H. Macy is seen arriving at the federal courthouse in Los Angeles, and he was not charged, though his wife's indictment alleges that he consented to the cheating scheme. So that's not good.
Wait, say that again. His wife?
No. So
His wife-
he was not charged, William H. Macy,
Yeah.
but through his wife's indictment, it alleges that he
Oh.
consented to the cheating scheme.
Well, I mean,
so he's like, yeah, sure, do it. That sucks.
Of course, you would assume.
But why would she admit that?
It gets worse though.
Yeah,
like
all right.
listen to this.
Okay.
This is where it got me, where I'm like, you dumb people.
Yeah.
This is awful.
Yeah.
So Mr. Singer, who's the one that is running this kind of scheme, I'm like, how to do it.
This is Lori's.
This
wait,
is
who's this
William Singer.
Okay.
Is the head of the college preparatory business and the founder of the charity.
Oh, he was the one who started.
kind of the ringleader.
He's the Tony Soprano of the
Right.
group. Okay.
Following Mr. Stringer's instructions, Miss Huffman had her daughter seek permission to get extra time in the SAT, an option available to students with learning disabilities or other needs. Once the girl received the permission, Mr. Singer instructed Miss Huffman to have her daughter take the test in December of 2017 with a proctor who was in on the scheme.
Right.
That would give them the extra time they needed, where they'd all get together and cheat, and they would get the test scores up there.
Who cracked this code? Who cracked it?
I think it's the FBI.
No, but who? You know,
I
like
don't know.
like who was the first?
This is a movie waiting to happen,
It
too.
could have been like it could have been. Obviously, it was the FBI that was contacted. But who's the first one to go? Wait a minute.
What's happening
Something
here?
stinks.
Well, because you see how they do on the SATs and you know what kind of student they are. I just don't understand also, maybe you can explain this, Christian. I know you want to protect your kids, but
Yeah.
what kind of a parent? The kid obviously knows what's happening. So
Right.
what kind of a parenting move is that?
Well, it's the rationale you would assume is I'm going to do what it takes to get my kid into the best school. They're smart enough; they will learn. Once they get into that school, they're going to flourish. We have these connections. We're going to use them. We have this ability, you know, this life that we can further by putting our kids in this amazing school. And
And
here's
you
this
tell your
opportunity.
kids that? You say, cheat?
I wouldn't do any of this.
No, I know you
Yeah,
wouldn't,
how would
but
you do?
I'm-
I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know what they did. And you know, we have perceptions of. I mean, again, if you lined up a whole bunch of celebrities before this broke, and you said, okay, these are the people that are going to be nailed for doing this. These would be the last two people I would pick. And it has to do with perception of how we see them, right? I mean,
Right.
you look at Lori Laughlin. I remember I've been watching her since Rad. That's right, 1985's
Rad.
Rad. She was the lead girl in that.
Who were the Conjuring writers?
Yeah,
Wasn't
the
that-
Conjuring brothers.
Yeah.
The Hayes brothers.
Hayes
Yeah,
brothers,
they
there
were
it is.
in it too. So
How does this affect their careers? Does it?
I think for a bit. I mean, the same way. Look, there have been a lot of people who are involved in scandals and big scandals, and it's going to hit them in the pocket for a while because people aren't going to want to be associated with them.
Well,
and
she's going to be
there's this
charged.
thing-
This is a federal
Yeah,
thing,
man.
so she's going to have.
Well, the question is William H. Macy because he's still got Shameless on the air, right?
Yeah, he does.
Shameless is still in the air. So
And
what's
they've now lost Emmy Rossum, so
what happened? She's
she's just no longer doing the show. She had her final episode on Sunday.
did she die?
I don't want to say because
okay.
it's so recent to what just
okay,
happened.
Okay. I
Because
don't
that's
watch
spoilers.
the show.
Yeah,
That's fine.
but she was all season there saying this was her last season. Everyone knew that
and
was
it's what, like
happening.
9 seasons or something?
I think it was the 8th season.
Is that for real?
Literally, I really do think.
9?
I do think it was the 8th.
We set ourselves up.
Listen to this too. This is funny. So when they were trying to do the cheating and it was getting to the high school, there was a different proctor. So Felicity Huffman allegedly writes the guy Ruh-roh in an email because the proctor was there. So did the Scooby-Doo thing
no.
Ruh-roh. And they got this email apparently, and so they were like, "Okay, let's figure it out." They found the crooked proctor at a different school, and they worked it out
To where they got him in instead.
Does
she
he
got
get,
there.
He must get in trouble too.
Oh, everybody's going down.
That is crazy. I'm telling you, I want to hear from the person that cracked the case or that started to. Like the one person like, no. we're going to make sure that this shit does not go down. Like, was Felicity Huffman an asshole to someone, and then that it was someone who was actually in on it that ratted? Like, what happened? Like, what happened?
It's
and
really not right.
No,
It's really not.
Samantha
Love her.
was
CIA. She cracked it.
I wouldn't be surprised, but she went off on Facebook this morning. Like, all the hard work that these parents try to do to get their kids studying and get them to where they got to work, and then people who happen to be on television and in movies can just go, no, we're gonna pay a little money and make sure our kid gets it. It's a scheme.
And we all know that they can do that. We all know that if you donate money to a school, then maybe it helps or whatever. But this is next
another
level. Yeah.
This isn't just like, hey, we're making a donation, take care of our kids. I put a lot of money into this school to build up your programs. This is literally help my child cheat. That's what this is.
Yeah.
That's bonkers. Well, what about
keeps going? Man.
Yeah, keep telling. What about Lori Laughlin? How did she get recruited by Felicity? Is that what happened? They buddies?
Another actress who was charged, Lori Laughlin, was making arrangements to surrender.
Bums me out that Lori Laughlin is tied up in this. I like her a lot.
Her husband, Massimo Giannoli, was also charged.
Right. That's
Mr.
what it means.
Giannoli founded the. I think. Look, I went back.
How is Macy not involved?
I think he might. I mean, what they're saying is that he was in conversation.
Yeah.
So he was an alleged
On set?
in conversation, but never moved the plan into fruition, which was when Huffman gave a $15,000
You know
payment.
how it goes. You know everything that your wife.
He hasn't been
your
named,
fiance
right.
knows everything you're doing, and you know everything she's doing. If you got, and they've been married long enough that he knew what's
I don't
going
know.
on.
I've learned from people recently that sometimes you don't know what your significant other is doing for with money.
So
True.
How Lori Loughlin was and her husband were involved. The parents are accused of paying $500,000 to Olivia.
This is Laughlin?
This is Laughlin.
Okay.
Paying to have Olivia and her sister classified as crew recruits for USC. Fight on, Roxanne.
Right on, baby.
Despite never having participated in the sport. The indictment says $100,000 was in the form of two $50,000 bribes to Donna Heinel, a senior associate. USC's going down. A senior associate athletic director at USC,
they
who
haven't
then
had
marked
any-
the girls as potential members of the crew team.
Yeah.
And then they
USC has had a
sent-
lot of scandal recently.
Really?
Holy crap. Are you making a joke?
Yes.
Yeah. Woo.
They're full. It's like it's just.
You guys heard about
when it-
the gynecologist?
Listen,
and
when USC doesn't have a scandal, you just wait for
You
it.
wonder what's
Yeah.
going on.
It's just like
and
rain.
the,
It's
the
rain.
doctor with the drugs. Did
Yeah.
you hear about that one, Riley?
It's like
Yeah.
rain in Seattle. Eventually, it's going to happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
Fight on.
I'm not very happy with my alma mater. I'll tell you that. That's ridiculous.
Well, I still love it there.
I
for
love
all
it.
of the great
I'll
things,
always be a
but-
Trojan. I will fight on all the way.
Yeah, man.
But just like when you know
the
there's that
people
much scandal,
involved,
how do you not like
get them out.
get
They're
them
all
out?
dead. They're all gone.
Yeah.